full swingers, and we are back with the Rumour Mill. As always, we are sponsored by Ship Bikes USA. You guys go get your customized, your detailed, your tailored motorcycles or motorcycle equipment to each and every one of your individual needs. Bernie and the crew over there do a fantastic job, and it's keeping it in the Leeds United family. Alongside that, another Leeds United family member is candycollections.co.uk. You can get your mystery pouches, you can get some fantastic gifts. If you're vegan, there's so many things on there to do with that sort of stuff. The packaging is completely, it's ethical, it's biodegradable as well, so go check all that stuff out. Guys, as well, like I always say, in this community, we try keep it in the Leeds United family sponsor-wise, so go check those guys out, and let's get on with the Rumour Mill. Now, what do we have to talk about today? Now, there's been a little bit of an update on Rodrigo De Paul. Now, a lot of you are probably getting sick of it. Probably a lot of you are saying, oh, Conor, you're not updating me with anything. Guys, I can only get what I'm given on the mill. You know what I mean? I can only get what I'm given, but I'm trying my best. And what has been happening today is Phil has given us a little bit of an update on Leeds' financial implications going into the deal. A lot of us have been turning around and thinking, can we afford this deal? 30 to 35 million euros. Can that be sustainable for the club? Have we got enough money? Are we going to be doing a Ridsdale? That's what I've seen as well. No, guys, I don't think we are. I just genuinely think we've got enough backing to muster what we need. You know, we need certain positions. We only need sort of 4 or 5 positions that, you know, Kinnear, that Radrizzani, that Orta, that Bielsa clearly want. But, you know, we've got the right budget to acquire the right targets in those positions. So I'm very excited to see what happens with Rodrigo De Paul. Now, listen, with regards to the deal, there was a report from David Amaral who was saying that apparently that on his podcast, I believe he's an Italian or he's a Spanish journalist, forgive me, but he was essentially saying that basically Rodrigo De Paul is on about 17 grand a week, and his ability, his capabilities, his progression, his potential is way above 17 grand a week. So, you know, he's definitely going to be leaving Udinese this window. And he's 26, you know, he's going into his prime as a cam. He's had a brilliant season. He has to leave. But where is his next move? Where is his next move? Now, there are a lot of people turning around and saying, what about the old lady? What about the Juventus side? What about them? You know, now, Juventus don't seem to be interested. David once again was coming out on Twitter earlier on and saying that there's been nothing from the Juve end. You've not heard Fabrizio Romano say anything about Juventus and their interest. Can Juventus afford it, is my question. In this current economic market, where Serie A has been battered by this horrendous pandemic that we are all still in, can they afford to muster up 30 to 35 million euros for Rodrigo De Paul? Would he fit their system? Yes. Would he be a brilliant signing? Yes. Would he link up with Cristiano Ronaldo extremely well? Yes. But whose system does he fit more? Ours or theirs? I would say ours. You know, I'd say Juventus is a definitely more individual system. It always will be when there's Cristiano Ronaldo in your team. But Rodrigo De Paul works extremely hard for the team. He's very good in the press. He fits this Bielsa system. He's an idyllic signing. Now, but that's not going to turn his head. Of course it's not. You know, we're not naive here. But what I am saying is Leeds might muster up the financial power to go in that extra mile for his signature because of, you know, the fact that we need him for our specific cam position. You know, the cam and the winger are going to be rolled up in one signing. We already know that from Phil's updates before. But when we're looking at who we're going to be going in for, this guy's perfect. He's absolutely perfect. We've gone on about his abilities in previous videos, so please go check those out. But with Phil coming out and saying that Leeds, you know, we are extremely interested, and this one's going to go on. You know, that is a little bit of an update in terms of what we can expect from this next week. It's clear that Rodrigo was the target last week, and it's clear now that the target for Leeds going up to next 10 days when we play Liverpool, it's going to be Rodrigo De Paul. Now, when asked about Gvardiol, Phil did turn round and update us and still say that it is up to Bielsa. It's up to whether or not he wants another centre-back. Now, we know with Bielsa, he's never been keen on a big squad. He's never been keen on that. But it is also key to illustrate that he wanted backup, or Leeds wanted backup, for Liam Cooper. So that is something definitely to bear in mind, because obviously Gvardiol is a left-sided centre-back, and he would be a perfect replacement for Liam Cooper if Liam Cooper ever got injured, which of course in the Premier League season we have to understand can happen. Is Robin Koch going to be injury-free the whole season? It's likely no. It was very unlikely that Ben White went a 46-game season, including cup games, not getting an injury. That's highly unusual. Highly unusual. So will the same happen with Robin Koch? You hope so, touch wood, but who knows? So for me, getting the centre-back is essential. Is essential. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But it's, once again, Phil Hay coming out and saying that Leeds are keeping their options open, but the final word, as always, is up to Marcelo Bielsa. Now as well, guys, tonight we see the clash of the Titans. Rodrigo versus Robin Koch. Germany versus Spain. One of the biggest games in international world football. And Leeds United now have a big say. You know, it's going to be great to watch. I'm going to sit down with it. I'm definitely going to watch the game. You know, get a bit of an understanding of how Rodrigo plays in a game at the top level, similar with Koch. I don't know whether or not he's going to be starting the game, Robin Koch, but Rodrigo definitely will. So I'm really excited to see that game. That should be an absolute corker, really. And yeah, absolutely buzzing to see those two. Two internationals. Who'd have thought it? Leeds having two internationals in a Germany versus Spain game. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Now as well, there's been a bit of a link as well, guys, with regards to another transfer. The Venezuelan international at Massimo Cellino's Brescia Chancellor. Now, he's a midfielder, an international midfielder, highly lauded, being looked at by Brighton as well. And apparently Massimo Cellino is okay with selling the midfielder. Now, we don't know a lot about him, but he will be available from 4 to 5 million euros. He's 26 years old. Bit of an odd one, this, but as an alternative for De Paul, maybe. I don't really see that happening, but that is definitely another link that has been doing the rounds this morning. So keep an eye out for that one. As well, one more thing about De Paul. We saw in an article this morning that I was reading that apparently he's absolutely set on playing time. Now, will he get a lot of playing time at Juventus? Listen, Juventus come knocking. There's nothing we can do about it. But Leeds is going to get 100% guaranteed that he'll be playing every single match for me. He really will, especially when he's up to that Bielsa standard. And he's going to be the marquee signing, really, isn't he? He's going to be the marquee signing. So, yeah, definitely exciting times to come. I think we will get it under the line. I think we will get it. I just think we'll get him. I just think we will. As well, guys, there's been more links of Leeds and Borna Barisic. Now, I did a little bit of a link up on Borna Barisic about sort of it might have been like 3 or 4 weeks ago now. I just touted him as someone who Leeds, for me, should be going for. I really rate him as an individual. Could play centre-back, left-back, very versatile. Could get him for around about 8 million. Now, reports were suggesting yesterday Leeds had an £8 million bid from Rangers rejected. So not only have we had Ryan Kent rejected, but we have had Borna Barisic rejected as well. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one, guys. But that has been it for your Rumour Mill today. We will be back tomorrow, of course, with your Rumour Mill and Late Night Leeds. Guys, it's been a bit of a short one this time, but when there's no rumours, I can't get anything on the mill. So I'm going to keep grinding for you guys, keep getting content out every single day. Even if there isn't that much, we'll do a player profile. We'll get something out there to keep you guys entertained. Make sure you have a cracking day. Hope you stay safe, stay well. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel as well, guys. And I will see you bright and early tomorrow.